These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, it's these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Whenever I leave here, it hurts me so, with tears in my eyes, oh I hate to go. There ain't no work, and the kids need new clothes, the bills need paying, so off I must go.
These rocky shores where I call home, where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, yes, these rocky shores, it's where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they're home to me.
Where did it all go? The life I once had on the ocean's gentle road. My tears in my eyes and my head in my hands, away from my family, I hope they understand.
That is these rocky shores where I call home, it's where my heart longs to be. Whenever I roam, it's these rocky shores where I long to be. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me. Yes, these rocky shores, they are home to me.
Good evening. Welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include Law Enforcement Torch Run was held last Sunday, primary and elementary students held their sports days, volunteer firefighters hold a car wash in aid of muscular dystrophy, local TAGS protesters shut down federal offices again this week. These stories plus community events, BBS Playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up in just a moment.
Each year in Canada, hundreds of fires are started by children playing with lighters and matches. Children as young as 18 months can operate a lighter and start fires. The consequences couldn't be more deadly. Keep lighters and matches out of sight and out of reach of children. A message from Health Canada and this broadcaster.
The local HRD office spent more time closed than open this past week. TAGS protesters shut down the office to show the federal government that there is a need for a post-TAGS program. More than 20 TAGS protesters shut down the HRD office at 2 p.m. on Monday afternoon. The office remained closed for the remainder of the afternoon, but reopened on Tuesday. Then, on Wednesday morning, protesters were back, this time closing the office for 2 days. Late Thursday afternoon, the demonstration was called off until further notice. I spoke with Edie Anderson and Eileen Strickland about this week's demonstrations at the HRD office. I understand you're giving up the demonstration now this evening for a while. Why is that?
Well, I guess for a simple fact is that it's not the point we don't have enough people to keep them on, but we're just going to give it a rest for a few days, and until we can plan something different, and then we'll be back again.
Okay, so what are you planning next, or can you tell us that yet, or?
Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but they're trying to get something for all of Newfoundland. So when we find out what's going on there, I guess that we'll join in with them and see what else we can do.
Okay, so are you pleased with the response that you've had from the demonstrations that you've held thus far?
More than pleased, Dave. We're more than pleased that the people kicked in and they really supported the cause. And probably next week we'll be calling on them again because we got to go back and plan a different strategy. We're probably trying to get something that'll make a lot more noise than what we're doing now.
Okay, so as of this evening, 5 o'clock, the HRD office will be turned back over to the employees, I guess?
Exactly. That's exactly right, because, I mean, people's there every day and it seems like nobody is listening, so we got to come up with something that they will listen to.
Okay, I know last week you had a lot of support from local businesses. Are you continuing to get that support?
Yes, we're still getting support from other businesses, and we thank them very much, Dave.
Okay, is there anything else that either of you would like to add?
Well, I'd like to let everybody know we're just pulling back for a short while. We're not going away, and we're not going to stop until we get what we are going after.
Okay.
And, well, as of, I guess, about an hour ago, I guess there's nothing new have come in on any support income for we people. So right now there's no news, really.
Okay, well, we'd like to thank you for keeping us up to date. The HRD office wasn't the only federal office shut down by TAG's protesters in Burgeo this past week. The local detachment of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police was shut down by TAG's protesters on Tuesday. Close to 50 TAG's protesters shut down the RCMP building at 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning. The demonstrators remained at the local detachment of the RCMP until almost noon with their picket signs, sending a message to the federal government that something has to be done. Stay with us for more of This Week in Review coming up in just a moment.
It can happen in mere seconds. It can happen while you're in the house. The thing is, it should never happen. Keep lighters and matches out of sight and out of reach of children. The consequences couldn't be more deadly. A message from Health Canada and this broadcaster.
Members of the Burgeo Volunteer Fire Department held a car wash in aid of muscular dystrophy earlier this week. 14 members of the Burgeo Volunteer Fire Department volunteered to wash cars inside and out from 10 a.m. until almost 5 p.m. on Thursday. Through their volunteer efforts, they raised $309 for muscular dystrophy. In addition to the car wash, the fire department has canisters in most stores around town collecting donations for muscular dystrophy. The law enforcement torch run hosted by the local RCMP in aid of Special Olympics was held last Sunday.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Constable McAlpine with the RCMP here in Burgeo. On Sunday, the 7th of June, approximately 23 people participated in the Newfoundland and Labrador Special Olympics torch run walk here in Burgeo. Everybody walked from the RCMP detachment down to the Sandbanks Park, through Russell's Path, and up Inspiration Road, back up Reach Road back to the office. The walk was about 2 hours long. It was a very nice day, and everybody enjoyed themselves. We raised in excess of $600 for the Special Olympic program, which is excellent. Hopefully next year we'll have a bigger turnout. Maybe raise some more money or more money, and we sold approximately 90 t-shirts. We had about 10 left, and at about $12 a piece. So that's another lot of money raised there as well. So once again, thank you very much to everybody who participated, and hopefully we'll see you next year. Thanks again.
With the school year winding to a close, students at A.J. Matthews School had their sports days at Sandbanks Provincial Park this past week.
You got the rhythm, you got the groove. Yeah!
Primary students had their sports day on Monday. The activities for the sports day were changed somewhat from previous years. The students still had track and field events such as three-legged races. However, this year the different grades were involved in different events all at the same time. While the grade 3 students were busy at track and field, the grade 2 students were playing soccer and other games using a soccer ball. Meanwhile, the kindergarten and grade 1 multi-grade students were on the beach building sandcastles. Although the classes did different activities at different times, they all had the opportunity to participate in the various activities as the day progressed. It was the same setup at the elementary level. While one class was playing softball, another class was playing soccer, and the third group was involved in track and field.
Stay inside the line. Hey, fill up. Fill away, fill up. Stay inside the line. Stay inside the line. Go on, right down there. Monica's first, David is second. Santana. Santana, right. Smells up.
It wasn't only a day for students. The teachers also took advantage of the opportunity to get involved in some of the fun during the sports day. Stay with us for Off the Rack, community events, and the BBS Playbill. All that after this.
Each year in Canada, hundreds of fires are started by young children playing with lighters and matches. Teach your children that lighters and matches are not toys. And keep lighters and matches out of sight and out of reach of children. The consequences couldn't be more deadly. A message from Health Canada and this broadcaster.
Off the Rack. As mentioned earlier in tonight's broadcast, the car wash in aid of muscular dystrophy has been going on for some time now. This week as we scanned our tape racks, we came across a video of the volunteer fire department washing cars in aid of muscular dystrophy. Here's a look back now to June 19th, 1994. The uncooperative weather didn't stop the firefighters' car wash from going ahead on Thursday. Instead, they moved the firefighting vehicles and held the car wash inside the fire hall. The proceeds from this car wash will go towards helping fight muscular dystrophy. The fire department would like to thank everyone who came out and had their vehicles washed and supported this worthwhile cause.
Welcome to the community events segment of tonight's broadcast. I'm Rhonda Green. The Lioness TV Bingo held on Wednesday was won by Rosie Marks. Congratulations, Rosie. The Resident Family Council at the Calder Health Care Centre will be holding TV Bingo on Wednesday, June the 17th at 7 p.m. Cards are $1 each or 6 for $5 and are available from any member of the Guide Movement or in most stores around town. Members of the Burgeo Volunteer Fire Department are selling tickets on a complete barbecue outfit. The package includes barbecue, propane, pork chops, potatoes, barbecue sauce, mushrooms, and onions. Tickets are $1 each or 3 for $2. The ticket draw will take place on Thursday, June 18th. The Governor Examiner will be in Burgeo on Wednesday, June 17th to do written and road tests as well as photo IDs. If your group or organization is an upcoming event plan, we would be happy to advertise it for you. You can contact the BBS office by Wednesday of each week to have items included in this portion of our broadcast. That concludes the community event segment of tonight's program. See you next week.
BBS Playbill. Join us on Monday at 7 p.m. for the Blue Patties. This video comes to us from the War Ants. Tune in on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for Pansy's Garden. Try your luck on Wednesday at 7 p.m. by playing Calder Health Care Centre Resident Family Council TV Bingo. Join Pansy and the gang for crafts, stories, and lots of fun Saturday morning, 11 a.m. on Pansy's Garden. And I'll be here again next week with This Week in Review. For This Week in Review, I'm Dave Cooper. Good night.